How's it going, guys? It's C at the Monday Night Raw review from November 26th. Let's get right into it. So Raw starts off with acting Raw General Manager PC Corbin in the ring with Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre. Of course, Baron's saying, hope everyone enjoyed their Thanksgiving, stuffing their faces with potatoes and gravy and pie and turkey, all those high carbs. And then Baron says that none of him and the other two in the ring don't eat that garbage. And then Baron says they treat their bodies like fit temples. Bullshit, Baron, you were eating the Thanksgiving stuff. You can't lie to me, asshole. And then Baron says that he's thankful for being acting Raw General Manager. And then in this time, Baron says that he's going to announce himself as General Manager-elect. Because of Braun Strowman's injury, where now he has to get elbow surgery. Oh, God. So then Bobby Lashley goes on saying he's thankful for all the beta males that love to sit on their couch, and for rubbing his physique in everyone's face. And then Drew McIntyre says he's thankful for the beating they gave Braun Strowman last week. And then Baron says that we won't see Braun on Raw for a long time. And then Baron said that he sent a camera crew to Birmingham, Alabama, to that one famous medical facility where Braun is getting ready for his elbow surgery. You know, Birmingham, the place where almost everybody in WWE goes to get their surgery, from Seth Rollins to Triple H to John Cena to yeah, you get the list. Yeah, you get the idea. That place. So, of course, in this video, Braun will pretty much say that he's going to come back stronger than ever. And, of course, the doctor's saying that they've never seen an elbow like Braun's. And they've never worked on an elbow as big as Braun's before. Bullshit. You probably worked on some NFL linemen's too. Don't lie. But Braun says he hopes the doctors figure this out quickly so he can get back in the ring fast. But then Braun promises that all three will get these hands. And then Baron says that the match between him and Braun is still on at TLC. And if Braun doesn't show up, Baron wins automatically by forfeit. This is the point where Baron announced himself as General Manager-elect Corbin. Because, calling yourself acting Raw GM isn't PC. And then Baron says that he will remember who stood beside him and who stood against him. And then Baron says that you all have a chance to be on the right side of history. And then that's when the lights would go out. And then when the lights do come back on, we hear a guitar, and Elias appears on the stage. So then Elias goes on, does a guitar solo, and then Elias says that all three can't get in their skulls that WWE stands for Walk with Elias. So we get that thing again. So then Elias performs a song. So then Elias says that anyone would be a better GM on Raw than Baron Corbin. Yes, I actually agree, because Baron does suck ass as a general manager. Every week it's fucking boring, the same old garbage. Like, it's just WWE wasting Baron Corbin and burying him. Like, Baron Corbin as GM, he's pretty much another fucking shitty version of Corporate Kane. At least Corporate Kane didn't abuse his power, and Kane was a heel. So continuing on, Elias would then call Bobby Lashley Bobby Trashley. Then Elias performs his song. And then Elias asks why Leo always likes to point at Bobby's ass. And Elias says that Bobby Lashley sucks. And of course, also during this, Elias would also make some more child jokes at Leo Rush because of Leo's size. Like during the whole thing where Elias would say that anyone would be a better GM, Elias even said that Leo Rush would be a better GM, but it would violate child labor laws. So once again, WWE's running the goddamn child jokes into the ground. So then we get set up for our first match, an impromptu match. We get Elias versus Bobby Lashley. So, highlights of the match. Bobby's neckbreaker was good along with his belly to back slam. Elias' springboard sliding drop kick was good along with his mule kick and his jumping knee. Match ending, Elias would hit an elbow drop off the top rope. But as the ref's trying to count, Leo would then pull the ref out at 2, which would initially force the DQ. But after the bell rang, Baron would then grab a microphone and then announce that the match is now a no disqualification match and demands the ref to restart the match. So, of course, in this, Baron and Drew would interfere. Bobby Lashley would destroy Elias' guitar. Baron would strike Elias with the chair. Drew would hit a Claymore outside the ring. Then Drew would hit a reverse Alabama slam onto the steel steps. Bobby Lashley would then hit a spear outside the ring. And this was after Bobby Lashley did a lap around the ring, of course, mocking Braun Strowman. So then Bobby would do some gator rolls, which were good. So match ending, after the gator rolls, Bobby would place his knee on Elias' chest. He'd then do a strongman pose. And Bobby gets the 3 count for the win. Okay, not that. That was a decent match. Nonetheless. But yeah, continuing on. This week on Unsolved Mysteries, we try and get one step closer to finding out why Dean Ambrose turned on Seth Rollins. So this week, we get a tape from Dean Ambrose where he's with his physical physician, as Dean says he doesn't want to be in Milwaukee, because Dean calls Milwaukee a toxic dump. But Dean promises to be at Raw next week in Houston. But Dean says he's getting his flu shot since it's flu season, and he doesn't want to catch anything from any of the toxic fans. I mean, Dean is correct, it is flu season. And by the way, if my voice has been sounding different as of late, it's because I think I may have come down with some sort of bug. But yeah, just thought maybe I should point out real quick. Of course, Dean gets one shot to the arm, and then the physician gives Dean his first shot to the arm, and then one right to his ass. But so Dean did have to pull his pants down. But don't worry, he only pulled down the right butt cheek side. So we didn't get to see Dean's Ambrose's. And then Dean says that he will not go to Houston without getting his rabies shot, because he lists down all the diseases he could possibly get today in today's world. From Ebola to whatnot, and leukemia. So taking another shot at Roman. And rabies. And then Dean calls Seth a lost cause. And this was while Dean was getting that shot to the ass. Thus we will but don't worry, stay tuned, because we will come back to Unsolved Mysteries in a little bit. For now, let's revisit our regularly scheduled programming. So next up, we get a match. We get Lucha House Party versus Revival. Before the match, Revival saying that they were, of course, making excuses, saying they weren't ready for a Lucha House Rules match. And, of course, saying that the Lucha House Party doesn't respect tradition, and that Lucha House Party doesn't belong in their division. And right as they were getting ready to go, it was then announced that the match was a Lucha House Rules match, which meant all 3 competitors could compete. So it's another 3-on-2 handicap match. And also before the match, as Lucha House Party was coming out, Michael Cole has his new catchphrase for it when they come out. It's party time! It's party time! It's party time! Come on, Corey! Do what JBL used to do to me. Shove that purple dildo up my ass, cause it's party time! Seriously, this is the same catchline Michael Cole used every time Adam Rose came out. 0 out of 10 for originality. Some highlights in this matchup. Grand Matalik's dropkick was good, along with the Lucha's triple team splashes. Scott's rack attack was good, along with Kalisto's arm drag and Lindsay's crossbody. Match ending, Kalisto hits the Selena Del Sol. Grand Matalik hits the Swanton off the top rope. And Lindsay gets the 3 count for the win. So boring match. Well, yeah. What else do you expect from 3 cruiserweights? Continuing on, next up, we get a Nia Jax history lesson. So Nia Jax comes out to the ring to give us some history. So Nia, of course, saying that Ronda hasn't been the same since Money in the Bank. And Nia also says that Ronda has been mauled recently, the last couple weeks, by Charlotte Flair and SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch. And then Nia says that she's a resurgent superstar with a title match at TLC in her future, and a face-breaking fist in her arsenal. Yes, of course, the fist that broke Becky Lynch's face, gave her serious concussion, and breaking her nose. And we have no idea how long Becky's gonna be out. Honestly, giving Nia a title match was probably a bad idea. Because you're now rewarding bad behavior. Like, think about this. This is the 7th or 8th person Nia has injured. The 7th or 8th time Nia has botched and injured somebody in the last 2 years she's been on the main roster. 7 or 8 times. Not acceptable. If it was 1 or 2, I probably would have let it slide. But 7 or 8, that's unacceptable. Like, Nia is reckless in the ring. It's obvious she can't control herself. Like, she constantly is hurting people. Like, there's making it real and then making it look too real. And you injuring someone is making it too real. Like, I listen to the Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez rant on Nia Jax. I agree with them 100%. I think Nia does need to go back to NXT. Because when Nia was called up to the main roster, she was obviously not ready or prepared for the main roster. Like, she spent very little time in NXT in development. And when she came up, you know what Nia did her first 5 months on the main roster? Nia faced the fucking local jobbers. So we really didn't get to see much skill out of Nia. Because all of those matches were squash matches. And guess what? January 2017, she finally got some real competition. Her first opponent was Bayley. And this was during the Bayley Charlotte Flair feud for the Raw Women's title that year. And you know what happened in that match? Nia lost. She lost off an avalanche Bayley to belly. So yeah, right there, as soon as Nia got some real competition, Nia was then given up on. And then Nia then got some more support again. But then again, with the face-breaking fist, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because now you're going to use that as Nia's finisher. Because, hey, it injured Becky Lynch. Like, this is just a bad situation. Like, I think sending her back to NXT to have her redevelop so she can come back better. I think that's option 1. Option 2 is take her off TV for a few months. So she has time, give her some time to develop, get better with her skills, and then have her come back strong. Both options make her better. And hey, if it doesn't make her better, then you know what? You can give her the pink slips and tell her to head on out of here. Oh wait, they won't fire her because she's cousins with the goddamn Rock. So, fuck. So yeah, there's my little Nia Jax rant. Like, why is Nia being rewarded for bad behavior? Like, seriously, WWE has been very, very inconsistent with their discipline. Like, look at it. Another example was last year, when Jobber Mahal injured Finn Balor, gave Finn Balor a concussion. What was it? A couple weeks later after that, Jobber Mahal wins the WWE Championship. And then Jobber Mahal gets to hold the WWE title for 6 months. Like, rewarding bad behavior. What kind of business is this? Like, goddamn. Like, I'll tell you right now, if this was the Attitude Era, if you injured someone, and it was your own fault, you'll be gone, or you'll be suspended. I understand accidents happen, but there's a limit to it. There's got to be a limit to it. In the end, like, accidents are supposed to be on you. It's not supposed to be your opponent hurting you. Like, if you get injured, that's supposed to be off your own mistake, not somebody else's. And all of Nia, and the 7 or 8 people Nia's injured, it's been off Nia's mistake. But yeah, I think I'm done with that little mini Nia rant. So continuing on. So then Nia says that she's the one sitting at the top of the mountain. And then that's when Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey would come out to the ring. Ronda would try to goad Nia into an impromptu title match. But Nia refuses and says she'll wait till TLC. So then Nia distracts Ronda long enough for Tamina to come in from behind and ambush her. So we get a brawl, a 2-on-1 beatdown from Nia and Tamina. That's when Natalya would then come out to Ronda's aid. They were able to fight both of them off. And then the Riot Squad, Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan would come out to stack the deck again. Natalya and Ronda would fight the Riot Squad off, and Natalya and Ronda would stand tall with the Riot Squad standing on the stage. And Nia and Tamina in the ring with a tense stare down. Okay. Because also at TLC, Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey defends the title against Nia Jax. So yeah, continuing on, next up, we get a Raw Tag Team title match. AOP, Akam and Razor defend against Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. It was a mad match, back and forth. One point in the match, Drake Maverick would grab Bobby Roode's robe, and he'd steal it. He'd take it to the backstage area. So to the match ending, Drake would take it backstage. He'd take the robe all the way into a backstage bathroom. And by the way, if you're eating something while watching this right now, either A, mute the volume, or B, pause and finish whatever you're eating, because the next part may make you vomit. So then Drake takes the robe, he put it over a toilet seat, and then Drake would then take a giant piss all over the robe. But hold up, I ain't done yet. While Drake was taking this said piss, Drake would also whistle Bobby Roode's theme song, adding more insult to injury. So we're taking the Drake Maverick pissing himself at Survivor Series joke. So we're taking the Drake pissing himself joke and we're running it straight into the ground. Well, there you go, folks. Another example of WWE taking a joke and running it into the ground again. Again. Jesus Christ, how many times have they done this the last 2 or 3 years? I've lost count after 5. So while that's happening, AOP would then take advantage of the distraction. They'd throw Roode right into Chad Gable. AOP would hit the powerbomb neckbreaker finisher combo on Bobby Roode. AOP gets the 3 count for the win to retain the title. Next up, we get a women's match. We get Ember Moon versus that fake Alicia Fox. Alicia fails in the match. Alicia stalling throughout the match was garbage along with her moveset. Like, she's so goddamn reckless in the ring. I'm surprised she hasn't injured anybody. Match ending, Ember hits the Eclipse. Ember gets the 3 count for the win. It was also revealed during this match that with Braun Strowman injured, Ember needs a new tag partner for the Mixed Match Challenge. And this partner was at ringside with her during this match. And this partner is Kurt Hawkins, whose losing streak is now at 236 matches. Oh my god, Ember, you're so fucked. Out of all the people you could have possibly chosen, you chose Kurt fucking Hawkins. You're more fucked than the Dallas Cowboys. So then after that, No Way Jose would come out with his cringe-ass Congo line, and then Ember and Kurt would join that Congo line. And that would set up our next matchup, No Way Jose versus Jobber Mahal. So yeah, 2 wrestlers we haven't seen in a while, 2 jobbers, so this is gonna be a boring match. Jobber Mahal fails in the match, his selling throughout the match was trash, his knees were trash. Jobber Mahal's shoulder tackle into the corner looked like crap. He takes too long. It's like move. It's like tackle, pause, tackle, pause, tackle, pause, And it doesn't help that Jabbar Mahal was half-assing it. Like, you're making it look as fake as possible. You're supposed to make it look real. It's supposed to be tackle, 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 tackle. Not tackle, pause, tackle, pause, tackle, pause, half-ass, repeat. So then match ending, Jobber hits the shitty-ass Coloss, which looked like shit. Jabbar Mahal gets the 3 count for the win. So there you go, folks. For the first time in a few weeks, we have our first garbage moment of the week. So then next up. Continuing on Unsolved Mysteries. We would have Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins come out to the ring. Of course, Seth's bringing back the Intercontinental Open Challenge. As Seth saying that he is trying to be above Dean Ambrose and always be one step ahead of him. So this Open Challenge would be accepted by Dolph Ziggler. Some highlights in this match include Dolph's Famouser, his elbows, his DDT, you know, the normal stuff he does. And then he had Seth's highlights being the Sling Blade, the Drop Kick, the Suicide Dive. But match ending, Seth would hit the Superplex, followed by the Falcon's Arrow, to get the 3 count for the win. Wait, what the hell? I thought his finisher was the Stomp, not the fucking Superplex Falcon's Arrow combo. What the hell? What kind of booking is this bullshit? But yes, with Seth retaining the title, and us getting 1 week closer to Seth and Dean's Intercontinental title match at TLC, thus concludes another episode of Unsolved Mysteries. Actually, correction, the Dallas Cowboys aren't that fucked. The Cleveland Cavaliers are more fucked now. Let's be real. But yeah, continuing on. Next up, we get an Alexa Bliss Open Forum. As earlier in the show, Baron Corbin has now given Alexa Bliss full authority to manage the women's division. So now Alexa has authority. So Alexa would come out to the ring for her forum. Her forum starts with Bayley and Sasha Banks, as they would take time to answer fans' questions. So during this, Bayley, of course, saying that she wants the women's division to continue to grow to newer heights. And of course, Bayley and Sasha would both say they would want to see Alexa get sent back to SmackDown and or Hell. So then Alexa, of course, tries to stir the pot between the two, and she would fail. And then that's when Mickie James, Alicia Fox, and Dana Brooke would come out to the ring, and then they attack Bayley and Sasha, forcing a brawl. Bayley and Sasha, however, would force all 3 women out of the ring, and all 3 would stand tall, while Alexa Bliss leaves to go focus on other things on her agenda. So next up, we get to our main event. We get Finn Balor versus PC Corbin, the general manager-elect. Highlights in the match, Baron's spinning elbow was good, along with Finn's drop kick and his missile drop kick to force Baron outside the ring. Finn's double leg into a stomp on Baron was good, along with Finn's sling blade. Baron's deep 6 was good. Finn's DDT was also good, along with Finn's missile drop kick in the corner. So, initially, what we thought was the match ending, Finn would go for the coup de grace. Baron would roll out of the ring. Baron grabs the microphone, and then Baron announces that the match will finish up as a 2-on-1 handicap match, and that Baron's partner is Drew McIntyre. So once again, Baron's abusing his power and making up the rules as we go along. Then again, you look in the WWE rulebook, it does say in the last page, all the rules in this book are to her discretion. And if you want that in simpler terms, if you can't understand, allow me to explain. It means all the rules we make don't matter, and we'll just make them up as we go along. Because when has WWE enforced any of their rules? Like especially the 30-day rule. Because we see Brock Lesnar time and time again be champ for 100 days without defending. So yeah, there's proof for you. So Drew McIntyre comes out to the ring. As Drew's coming out, Finn would then hit a front flip dive onto Drew McIntyre. Finn would then hit a missile dropkick to Baron Corbin in the Timekeeper's area. But by match ending, Drew would attack Finn from behind. He'd throw Finn back in the ring. Drew hits the Claymore on Finn. Drew gets the 3 count for the win. So Drew and Finn and Baron stand tall. But after the match, because we ain't done yet, Bobby Lashley comes out to the ring. Bobby hits the twisting body slam on Finn for post-match assault. Baron would then hit the end of days on Finn. Drew would then hit a second Claymore onto Finn Balor. All 3 would then do a victory pose while Baron's trying to do a roar, trying to mock Braun Strowman again. And that's where we end Raw. I swear, every week of Raw is like watching Groundhog Day without the humor. It's literally the same thing every week, just a different day. Like, this episode was garbage. Not that good. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Boring show. You could have spent 3 hours doing something better than watching this. Final rating, 2 out of 10. Garbage episode. But yeah, I think I'm done ranting about Raw long enough. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hope everyone has a great day, and yeah, peace out.